Hi, thanks for watching Up the Creek Part 3. This is the cheap raft expedition. The previous places I explored were north of this. I decided to head south in search of the elusive fulcrum, where beyond that, supposedly, the creek is full of water all the way to the San Antonio River. Um, I had to cross under this highway and train tracks. And as you can see, there's no water down here except a little bit residual. And I had to hike quite a ways back into the woods. There were some false leads. Went up a couple of branches of the creek that ended up going nowhere. But after some searching and backtracking, I found this like perfect garden spot back here to launch my raft.
Yeah, I'm here at the spot I think I'm going to put in my raft to continue downstream. You can see behind me, it's all the way down there.
You can see on the left there's an old landfill that's been closed to the public for a while. Here I am. I have come back. It's in the morning hours, about 10 o'clock, and I have returned to the part of the creek that I talked about where I was going to launch my raft. I'll show you what I got going on here. Here's the picnic table that I found. So I'm just going to set up here. Got a 5-gallon bucket, a little improvised camera support on top there. Okay, I've got the raft here. Brought one oar and a pump. All right, I'm all filled up here. There it is in all its glory. Bucket. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to launch this thing. I don't want it to drift off before I'm ready to jump in here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I paid about $70 for that raft on Amazon. Not sure how much it costs now.
Successful launch. Yeah, I can tell you that I'm happy I'm doing this now and not in July. Okay, it's really, there's a breeze, it's not too hot. You know, there's still a lot of water. The wildlife's waking up, but it's not like a free-for-all, you know. And I'm coming up to the end of the line up here. I see grass. It's definitely going to be a portage. I'll have to figure that out when I get up there. What was important was just to get out here on the water and just start doing it. Reflections and crazy about the mud. Honestly, it's really muddy. I don't know what I was expecting, but mud. man, this section here, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull the raft through there or not. Maybe I need to go back and skirt it along that side. It's turns into like a big pile of wood and all this stuff there. I don't want to be having to hike and pull the raft over that. So I'm gonna go out here where this nice little magical prairie is and try to skirt along the edge of the trees here, find another suitable spot to put back in. Boy, I'm really tromping around out here. What the fuck is that? Oh, I guess that's dead wood. Looks like a creature, man. I have no idea. Let me get right through here, I guess. Yeah, it's super duper nasty. Okay, success. I found the next launch point here behind me. Okay, so now to go back and get the raft, I need to make a decision if I'm gonna deflate it and carry it that way, or do my best to drag it through here. Okay, let's go do that. Really pretty. And I am trying to find the raft. I'm making my way back as best I can to find the raft. Okay, here we go. Back to the good old raft. These are good. Get there. Hit a rock. The next decent sized stretch, that's where we came from, right back there. That's where we're going, down there. Oh yeah, it's nice. Got a little breeze helping push now. Yeah, I wish I'd been recording. That moment, a big branch just fell out of this tree. Just dead fell out of this tree. I just happened to be here, like when the tree falls in the woods, kind of a thing. It just, I mean, a big ass branch just fell out of there. I could have been underneath there, you know. But it just happened as I'm here, you know, witnessing stuff on the creek that people don't normally see. Doesn't need to be all work. Beautiful day. Really nice. Temperature, sunny, but it's not overbearing. Yeah, this is kind of what I was hoping for. I was hoping there was going to be some nice long stretches like this. Yeah, really thankful for this part. Some bricks and maybe fishing spot or something. There's a big granite block in the middle. Yeah, it's like an old jet ski frame. I don't want to get stuck in here, but spin it around so you can see it. Old jet ski. Need to figure out how to get the hell out of here. If I can pull out over here on this concrete, it's kind of shallow. There's rocks and shit in here I can see. Crap. Ow. Fuck. Hit me right on my fucking knee. Man, I had my knee was the most prominent thing right there, supporting my weight, and that it's like a right angle of stone was underneath the water, and it rammed right into my kneecap. It's a little bit swampy, but it's not bad. It's kind of dry. I'm gonna take a break here. I need to get some water. Creek's very low. I just need to get back to where it opens up again. Yeah, not fun. I need to go up. I can't go through there. Oh, man. I don't know about this. Okay, I have some bad news. I've lost my oar, my paddle. Trudging through the woods. At one point I stopped to check to make sure it was still there, and it wasn't. At this point, me finding that oar, I'm gonna have to get lucky to find it. I went back and looked, and all I got is these water shoes, and it's rough on my feet walking over these rocks and stuff. The second part of the tragedy here is that the outermost chamber of this raft is deflated. It suffered some kind of a puncture walking through the woods, and now it's got a hole in it somewhere. I think I found the hole. At least one of them. Let's see if I can get that patched. Okay. It appears to be holding air. Patch is dog, the corner isn't sticking very good, but the hole appears to be doing pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move it out over here and stand it up so I can see it a little better when I'm coming back, but I'm going to make it one more attempt to find that paddle. See, I don't think I walked through here, but so far, no joy. Found it. Yeah. It didn't want to be found either. Did not want to be found. Okay. The raft looks seaworthy. I found the actual paddle. Feel a little bit better about continuing now. Up off the ground. Even these mesquite bushes and stuff, they got thorns. In the raft. Whoa, that's deep. Deep mud. Damn. Okay. Still kicking in a much more overgrown little section. Fuck. I'm gonna have to fucking get out like in 100 feet. I can't go back up into the trees again. It's not gonna work. I'm gonna keep trying here. And there's a bunch of wood and trees and shit on top of it. So I'm gonna go up this steep bank and just scout a little bit. I'm gonna beach this a little better right here and scout.
I really had to edit out much of the hardship of this video just because I ran out of hard drive space, but this is pretty much the end of the line right here. And I had to get out of there because I was out of water and I was just bushed. But anyway, this is Old Man New Guy saying tune in next time for part 4 of Up the Creek.